What's happening, YouTube? This is your boy Ralph,
This is Johnny.
and we're Oversaturated the podcast where we discuss music, movies, pop culture, and everything in between. Before we get into anything, please make sure you like, comment, rate, and subscribe. All those great things on YouTube. This is a YouTube exclusive to those that are, that fool with the podcast only. But we're only doing our Lanterns review on here. So HBO Lanterns, episode 2, instant reaction. Kyle Chandler as Hal Jordan. Aaron Pierre as Mufasa. I'm sorry, Mufasa. As John Stewart. We're here to react to episode 2. It just went off. Instant
Yeah.
reaction. I don't know how Johnny feels. Johnny doesn't know how I feel. We're here to discuss it. Johnny,
Oh man.
we're here. Usually, for those that are new here, we usually do just an overall thought and opinion of the episode itself. Highs, lows. We talk about pretty much scene by scene, instant reaction, and then we just give an overall rating out of 10 once we're done.
Yeah.
So, Johnny, instant reaction. What's your first thought of episode 2?
I think this was a good follow up to episode one. I think the pilot was phenomenal.
Yeah.
A whole lot and not a lot going on in the episode at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So outside of that, it definitely was enjoyable. Definitely helped move the plot forward.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was a good episode. Good
Mm-hmm.
episode.
I thought it was pretty decent. Like, it was a considerable drop off. I'll be honest. Watching it because it just had to slow up. You gotta. The thing with new shows, you have to build the world too. So I understand that every episode can't be action packed. It can't be like
Oh
a
yeah.
scene stealing thing every episode. So that's why I'm grading this with, I guess, giving it some grace because I understand what that means.
Mm.
Like episode 2 isn't supposed to feel like episode 1, and then
Oh, for
maybe
sure.
we'll go through a good storytelling, but the storytelling was there. But if you're just talking about my overall thoughts of the episode, it was just cool.
Yeah. Okay.
It was
I'm with
cool.
that. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it.
Yeah. I guess, man, we start with the typical rookie hazing, I would say. We wake up and we wake. Well, John is woken up, unfortunately, with cold water to the face. I'm assuming it was cold. Well, water
Right.
anything would just wake you up if you're sleeping. So we gotta get to it. So
Mm.
this is still John's training day or training week or training period,
Yep.
and Hal is just trying to whip him into shape.
Yeah.
So, what's your thoughts on just like Hal still treating John like he's a little, like a little N word? I'm not gonna. Yeah.
That's funny. I feel like that's gonna happen until like 3 episodes before the finale. Like
Yeah.
they, like you said, the plot is still building up. They're
Yeah.
still trying to figure out what the hell is going on in this town, and
Yes.
um, the dynamic between them two is not like it's not gonna their bond is not gonna get stronger until they go through some real life or death shit together. Like
Yeah.
we had the bomb scare in the first episode, cool, Hal got that cleared up real quick, but until something major happens where both of them gotta really work together in order to save the day,
Yeah.
um it's gonna be like this. So I see it. It's cool. Like I
Yeah.
get it, but
And I get it. Like that's just going to be the dynamic moving forward. Like especially until Hal feels that John is on his level. I think that's
yeah, yeah,
either something happens to where John earns his respect or John snatches it. But either way, it's going to happen that way. We just don't know if it's going to be snatched or earned. Like those are
what
two different things.
so which one do you think is going to be? Because I think we kind of got a glimpse of that, like in this first scene, like the new
Hmm.
training scene. Because uh, Hal is trying to tell John, "Hey, take this ring now, fly. Like I
Yeah.
just need you to fly, just fly." And he created the bird, right?
Yeah.
Usually, when Green Lanterns take their rings off, the construct is supposed to just
Hmm.
fade away. But somehow, when John took that ring off, that bird stayed. That bird was supposed to disintegrate as soon as he took that ring off.
Hmm.
And you can look in Hal's eyes and see that he was like a little surprised, shocked, and maybe a little jealous that that happened
Hmm.
because we haven't seen Hal create a construct without him having the ring on. So we don't
Hmm.
even know if he could do that. But
Yeah.
here, John is in his training, can't even fly yet. and can
Yeah.
hold a construct with even without the ring, and then he held it for the whole episode. Like
Yeah.
that's crazy. That's crazy.
Well, I mean, and since you put that in context, I mean, I think it'll be earned then because snatching it will probably mean he gets it faster. That means he'll probably, his ring, his suit, all the, the bells and whistles of being a full Green Lantern, not in training. So when it comes to him taking his training wheels off, I think that's something that he'll earn from Hal, and it'll be like a mutual thing. And we'll see how they build that throughout the episode. I mean,
For sure.
throughout the series, So,
Yeah.
but just thinking about that, like it's funny, like how John trying to fly and he can't fly. The construct, the bird, and all that was pretty cool. But now we got to get into the townspeople, and I think that's where the episode has to build. Like you got to build that up because we still don't know what the town entails. We don't know what's going on there. So if I'm jumping ahead, let me know. But I think the next big thing is the town hall meeting, right?
Yep. Yeah. Yep.
Okay. He pretty much sent John on a not a dummy mission because it didn't seem like a dummy mission at first. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, fly here, go to my house, impressive house. We'll get to that. Like, like very impressive house. Like, nice crib. Like, but he sent him out there to pretty much get the lantern because his ring was running low on charge, and that was good to know as a someone that watches the
Oh
show
yeah.
how this ring truly does work. And at least he doesn't have to go off planet to get his ring charged because that was the assumption at first. But his lantern is at his house in a pocket dimension, which is even crazier. I like that. So we go to the town hall meeting. The whole town is there,
Literally, ain't
literally.
nobody in no shops, no nothing.
Hal pull up, and then the whole door open. Like they was like everybody looked at him. It's like they was like, "Oh, you talking about me?" He was like, "What?" Like they was like, "No, you're talking about me." And I think it's a great interaction between Hal and his lawyer or the lawyer,
Mhm.
which is who John Ritter's son from Three's Company. I like that. You know what I'm saying? He looked just like his daddy. So I thought whenever the lawyer is there, I think that is just like hilarious. Like
Mhm.
their interactions. I think he's like a good comedic relief, if that makes sense, because
Oh yeah, I can
like
see that.
Hal is hilarious. Hal is unintentionally hilarious, but
Right.
like when you got somebody that's just kind of even funnier, trying not to be funny, I like that.
Yeah.
So I guess what was your thoughts? I guess it's just of the town hall scene. I guess if there was
Um,
anything.
I feel like this is the beginning of Hal getting into his Batman bag, his detective bag.
Yeah.
Like, he's driving around the town. He's like, and notices nobody is there, right? So he's like, okay, this is weird. Let me figure this out. Knowing he had 5% charge left in his battery, he hovered above the city and noticed everybody there. So that's how he ended up at the town hall meeting. But
Yeah.
him just being in there and him and the Hal and the lawyer having that entire conversation while
Hmm.
the sheriff is up there trying to get her shit off, it's
Yeah.
like, man, all right, bro. Like, you really
Like,
gonna come here
hey,
and disrupt like that? Like,
get on out of here, big dog.
um, so no, but I also think that also goes to show like the arrogance and the gall of Hal Jordan still being in this town. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, we discovered that these are aliens. Your job here should be done, right? But no,
Hmm.
you're still being a nuisance to the town, basically. So I think that whole scene was great. I think it was shot good, and that conversation, something about that lawyer is off. Like I
Hmm.
understand that's the son of my man that run the ranch,
Hmm.
but something about him, I don't know. It just seemed a little off to me. Just seems a
Yeah.
little off. He just pop up like at the most random times. It's crazy.
Well, I mean, he was at the town hall meeting. He should be there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing going on. And then, but I think with just the detective part of it, this is the part that they built the show off of. So a lot of the theatrics, the constructs, the him going to space, like we'll get to that in a minute. But I think that's what they built the show off. That he said it was going to be True Detective meets this. That's what James Gunn built it as. So
Yep.
I have to understand that it's going to take a while to build, and he has to do detective work because he didn't have a ring to work with for a better
Right.
part of the episode.
Right.
So, hey, your squabbles got to be up, big dog. Like you gotta have these hands. You gotta have something. Like, you know what I'm saying. You got to be good at something. Like, 'cause
Right.
you ain't got no protection right now. So, I guess we'll jump to Hal doing the detective work before we go to see what John is doing, right?
Yep.
So Hal is, moving about the town where nobody is, nobody,
Because all the citizens are there,
all the
right?
citizens there. So this man decides to go to the morgue. Well, no. He went to the football stadium first
Right.
to kind of get a feel of everything. He's like, okay, let me throwing the grass up against the wind, seeing where it blows, that type of shit. So now it's like, hey, you know what? I'm figuring something out. Let me go
Mhm.
get these aliens out the morgue. So
Oh yeah,
he just start stealing bodies out the morgue, bro.
crazy, crazy. Wait,
And,
so even before that, him walking out of the stadium, he noticed that the metal detectors didn't work, and like
mm-hmm,
that was a little weird, right? And then that's
mm-hmm,
how he proceeded to go to the morgue and get these four bodies. These
yeah.
four bodies.
Why didn't he just stop at one? He got all of them though. Like he's like, I'm gonna grab all of them. All right, big dog. And then while he's on the phone, like while he's there, John calls him from his apartment. Well, not his apartment. He has a great house. Like he has a beautiful home,
Mansion. Yeah,
mansion, nice, right? And he has the audacity to have a key right there underneath one of them rocks. All right, that's what's up.
and a fake rock at that. Like it's crazy, crazy.
But I like the idea that I mean, Hal ain't living. He ain't living like no. No, I'm living good. I mean, unapologetically living good, and I mean, he
Facts.
has a great aesthetically looking house. But you see John walking through there on the phone while Hal is deposing these bodies into this rental car. Like, we'll get to that. He, John is walking through the house. He instructs him where to go to find the lantern. First, he sees the suits. You can see John's eyes light up because that's something that
Mhm.
he's been wanting his entire life. And then you're in training, so you can see it. He's like, "Hey, do you want me to grab one of these suits? Hey, watch out!" Like that's
Right.
what Hal's like. Hey, you doing too much.
Forget these suits.
Get
Forget
the
these suits.
lantern. Get
Yeah.
these suits. Get the lantern. Like you can tell he was in the mirror trying to.
He
How
de-
does
he
this look?
definitely he definitely wanna. Hey, John Stewart absolutely tried that on before he left. I don't care. They didn't show
they,
that,
they
but
didn't show it, but he definitely.
he absolutely tried that shit on. Especially one of the ones that was like dry cleaned in the
Yeah,
to go
yeah,
bag. Hell yeah, he definitely tried that shit on.
But what did you think about just the reveal of how I guess you get Hal's lantern, through the pocket dimension? Do you think that was a nice touch?
Oh, for sure. And like clearly there are other species of aliens on Earth that know about Green Lanterns, know about the lantern and how it charges the ring, things like that. So
Mm-hmm.
it only makes sense to hide it in a pocket dimension that's voice activated. Because
Yeah.
if anybody get that, then it's up. So
Oh, okay.
no, I
Gotcha.
think that's definitely dope.
Yeah, I think
Because
that was
because
dope.
that's the only way to recharge the ring. And every Green Lantern has their own lantern to charge their ring. So
Mm-hmm.
if you lose that, you should not look.
Gotcha. Yeah, and it's like you said, it's voice activated. It did all that. It opened up, and then he's like, just reach around in there,
Yeah,
you'll find it.
it's in
Like
there somewhere.
it's in there somewhere. It'll come out. Like, and then I
Yeah.
thought it was crazy how the bird flew in the pocket dimension and flew back out. Like the bird just was like a great side character throughout this whole show, like this whole
Agreed.
throughout this whole episode.
Agreed.
So John get the lantern. He come out. Then he get jumped. Like,
Oh man.
then he get whopped on. Like damn. Like and it's kind of like you seen it coming. Like I was like
I know it's the camera angle. You
yeah.
know
The
something
camera
finna
angle. I was like,
happen.
all right, somebody finna slap him against the head or something. Like
Some
nah,
yeah.
they ain't.
Get
And John
alien
was
pistol
doing. He
whip.
had John got squabbles. That's all he got. He ain't got nothing else, so he got to squabble. So he
Facts.
squabbled and he lost, but he was
Yep.
getting jumped. And then he wakes up in the back of a van. I'm thinking there's gonna be a little bit more conversation. No, we get I wouldn't say an unnecessary fight. If you just talking about like it's TV, right? It's like
I mean, you got to try to break out. Look,
yeah,
you don't know where you at. You on the highway. You don't know where you going. Like, all right,
exactly,
I got to do something, bro.
exactly. And then I didn't know that they were maybe like an alien species at first,
Hmm.
but until John started losing the fight,
Oh, look,
when John started
he was
losing,
getting tossed around the
yeah,
van.
I was like,
Like,
oh nah, he's something else. Like
yes,
he's something else. Like he whooping them now. John was kind of doing his thing too. I was like, look at him, man. And then
till he got picked up. Like he had him in like a
picked
full
up and
net.
then slammed against the thing. I was like, oh yeah,
I'm
it's
like,
up now.
this is definitely extraterrestrial. This
Yeah,
is not
yeah.
human.
And now he hitting the.
Yo, I hate the way he run, bro. I hate that. He did that shit in episode one. That run looked terrible.
It's like what the hell? It's like, and then I was like, when Buddy get out of there and he ain't breathing, he doing the Terminator 2 run. He doing the T-2000 run. Like, what else, my man from
Fact.
Terminator? He running, ain't breathing. Like, just,
not getting tired. You're supposed to
Yeah,
breathe when you run. Like, come on. That's how you know you
that's how you know
alien.
he
That's crazy.
alien.
That's crazy.
Oh man, so it's like okay, that is happening, and then like we get this great action scene because to that point we needed some action. So I do get it, right? It's a little fight, the little fight outside the squad. I mean, outside the mansion, cool. Fighting the man, cool. But this is where the budget, like we started doing a
Yeah.
little bit more. So
Yup.
I thought it was dope seeing that. I mean, then this black van comes out of nowhere and knocks John out again. So now we can go back to Hal. I think Hal is transporting these bodies back to the football field. Is that where we go to next?
Yes.
Yeah, after Hal gets, I mean after John gets knocked out, right?
Yeah, so Hal takes the bodies back to the football field, and he notices when he pulls one through the metal detectors that he's hearing like a buzz go off. So
Yeah.
he drags it back the other way just to confirm. Then he
Hmm.
sees like this alien tech on the top of the metal detector. I guess this is an alien detector.
Yeah.
Um, so from there, he meets up with the sheriff, or the sheriff pulls him
Pulls him
over.
over.
Yeah, they had a back and forth. Hey, they probably gonna end up together by the end of the season. You can see it. It's the writing on
Mm,
the wall. But she pulled him over. They have their dialogue, and he convinces the sheriff to take him to back to the ranch.
yeah.
And she's like, "Hey, this is my town. You gotta let me lead. You gotta let me talk. Do not say nothing." And of course, Hal does not listen. He
Hal
does.
does not listen. He talks himself into worse than ass whooping. But
Man,
now it was interesting because like Hal is calling our man out on his shit. Like
yeah,
what we don't care about none of that. Like
yeah.
what you doing here? He's like you let me on your land. Yeah, that's cute, but you get all that. And then a white man talking about protecting his land from being stolen. Like it's crazy when you're in rural like Nebraska, which was indigenous people there. Like oh well, all right, brother. I was like, that's
It's
crazy.
insane. It's
The
insane.
delusion, but it's not too far from real life. It's
Facts.
the delusion, right?
Facts.
But it was just interesting to hear him have that talking point. But then again, you still know that he's not essentially the full bad guy. Like it's still something above him that's making or some or entity or some person or something even above him. But he told Hal, he's like, hey, keep running your mouth. And he
He was talking big shit for somebody that had no power in his ring.
I was, and that's one thing I appreciate about Hal. Same energy, big
It
dog.
right, it
Like,
don't matter.
listen,
It don't matter.
listen, and then we'll get to that. It's a point that I got with John in there in a minute. But the thing is, he shot him dead and shit.
Oh, look,
He shot him, no hezzy. Like,
easy. Look, he got John. Hal got warned. He was warned. Hey, if you don't leave my property, my man's over there. You see that over there?
it was click,
He will shoot you.
click, clack. The
And
editing from that scene to next, we're going right back to John. John is being woken up by the people that have kidnapped him, and they start the interrogation scene. Now, Johnny, fill me in on. Do you know who those guys were?
so I am like I'm asking myself as I'm watching this scene, yo, who the is this? Who is
Yeah,
this? Because this is where we get introduced to the term manhunter.
yeah,
Um, so they give a brief overview of how dangerous the manhunters can be.
yeah,
In this same scene, we learn that the four aliens that died in the first episode were there to find the manhunter.
yeah,
Just like the last alien that blew himself up at the end of episode one, was with the other four that died. They were actually in
mm-hmm,
Rushfield to find the manhunter, and they end up dying.
yeah,
And they were tipped off because Hal Jordan was there. Like it's crazy.
yeah.
It's crazy. But I do not know what alien race
Okay,
species. I don't know who this is. I'm gonna assume that that's gonna be revealed in the next couple episodes. I hope because
yeah,
I
okay.
want to know. I want to
Yeah,
know.
yeah. I was like, damn, who was these guys and who should I know? And then I've recognized that particular guy. He's been like mob bosses and stuff
Yeah,
that I've watched. So very recognizable actor as far as face and brand recognition. So you kind of respect him in his OG.
for
So
sure.
I like, yeah, I don't know if they like a rogue sector event, aliens, or like they like some offshoot of the lanterns doing God's work. Like, what I'm saying? I don't know.
I
But
got you.
like you said, we'll get to that. But the thing is, they convinced John to work with them, though. That's the
Yeah,
thing. They
yeah.
convinced John. I mean, well, I don't think John really has a choice. like,
No, for
like
real.
John has no power in this scenario, honestly.
It's
So
crazy because it's like they during that same scene they had the I don't know what to call the projector gun where they
yeah,
injected all of the I guess information or memories or whatever of what manhunters were
yeah.
or are.
And this is the thing, right?
Mhm.
This is how you know that HBO, whoever DC, whoever you want to blame, right, is playing with the budget, right? So we got the money for the pocket dimension. We got the money to show Hal flying to space and seeing the base and all that stuff. But
Yeah.
we ain't got no money for no manhunter projections. No
Well,
man,
we
like
can't get no
we ain't had no money for that.
flashbacks,
Like
no
because
nothing.
usually when you do those type of plays in any type of lore like this, right, you see flashes,
Yeah.
like you see flashes of it. That's all I need. I just need a flash. I don't need a lot.
No, this where the acting come in. You gotta
Right,
act
right.
like you gotta act like it's being received.
It's like we gotta John gotta act so traumatized like he's seen some stuff. And I don't think he did a good job of that. Because he just went back to being normal. Like he went straight back to being normal. It's
he,
like, oh
he ain't seem like it was traumatic, no
well
nothing.
well,
He
you
ain't
know
asked no
what?
questions, no
Well, hold
nothing.
on. This is the thing though, too. This man had his daddy shooting apples off his head. I don't think nothing's more traumatic
Nah,
than that. So,
nah,
you know what, brother?
that's funny. That's funny.
I seen bullets fly in my head and I didn't flinch, baby.
Look, this is nothing.
This is
You pumping
nothing.
you pumping me with information? This ain't
Right.
nothing.
This is nothing to me. But so they pretty much let him go with a 48-hour ultimatum, I would say, like
Yeah.
or a request.
Window.
Like, hey, we need you to figure this out and get back with us. Here's the number. Here's the pager. Hit us up.
Let us
And
know,
if you don't,
or we blowing
if
this
you
whole shit up.
right, yeah, well, that's the ultimatum then. Like, yeah, like, hey, if you don't hit us back,
Shit is out of here.
it's out of here, brother. So I guess this is where the point where we go back to the hospital.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't go back to the hospital. We wake up in the hospital with Hal. Hal is sitting there with his soon to be boo, soon to be bae. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna happen. We know how this thing work at HBO.
Facts.
Y'all not fooling us.
Facts.
So he wakes up and she's asking questions. You hear the name Sinestro. Johnny, what's your initial thought when you heard
Oh shit, they said it. They said his
that?
name. It's I love it. I love it when we get nods to the lore, right?
Yeah,
So the fact that Sinestro was brought up, apparently John was saying his name in his sleep. Maybe there's
yeah.
some trauma there. And she even somehow she looked up the history between Hal and Sinestro. I don't know if that shit's on Google or what. Maybe he talked about it during the
That's
60
that's
Minutes
very
interview.
well. That's very possible, right? Because if Hal is already a well-known lantern around,
Mm.
this, I'm very possible that there's an investigator journalist that did the work, kind of knowing like, hey, Sinestro tried to run a coup of the Atlanta Corp, so like
Yeah,
it's like things like that. I mean, it,
like
it sounds a little far fetched, but maybe like Hal Jordan has been famous in the world for a very long time. It seems
yeah,
like
true.
so it's very possible that those things could have happened.
Yeah, so she ran off the whole shit like, oh, this he a coup and you were the one that stopped him. Like, all right, well, thank you for reading my biography. Goddamn,
Right.
like, this is great.
Now, let me ask you this. Like, that scene was very, very cute, I would say. Nothing bad, but it's just like it was cool. But
Mhm.
what did you think about Hal being the only patient in this hospital?
I mean,
Did you
honestly,
think did
like,
you think that was something like or something to that or something more to that? That was my question for that.
so at first, I think it made sense, right?
Yeah.
Again, all the townspeople was in one spot,
Yeah.
like during the day. So I was like, well, this kind of makes sense, and probably ain't a whole lot of car crashes and shit. Like, I
Yeah.
imagine that it's cool. But when they started walking out and like majority of the equipment was still in wrappers, I was like,
Yeah.
okay, all right, come on.
Yeah, that's a
Like
little
this
that's a little
is
odd.
weird. This is
And
weird.
then this is the thing, right? Even if, right, this town still got old people, right? Like it still got like somebody sick, right? Like the nurse ain't there, ain't nobody in the hospital, it's
Ain't
just
no
them two.
doctors, ain't no receptionists.
Like,
It
and this is
ain't
one thing to have a town hall meeting, but I think they're exaggerating what a small town is. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
wait, the kids in school? Like where were the
Like,
teachers?
come
Like
on, bro.
is this
Like, it's like,
clearly a school because they talk about the high school football game. So like the
exactly,
kids gotta
exactly.
be
Yeah,
in school.
you know what's so crazy? We ain't see no kids. It was a football game. We ain't see no kids. Though.
Okay.
Not another. We ain't
All
see
the
a
kids
football pad or nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No Gatorade, no water, no nothing.
Woo. Okay. All right.
That's funny.
So now that happened, we're I think what where are we at now?
I just want to say real quick, as they were
Mhm,
walking out and Hal was having a conversation with the sheriff,
mhm.
he asked her where she from, and
Oh
she just
yeah,
told him
I caught that
that
part.
she was from Gotham. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, see, that's
Yeah,
type
it's
that's
like
the real
we
shit
we
right
we
there.
tying this we tying this
Yeah,
together. I caught that.
I like
Okay,
that.
this is where I think John is on his way back. I think he's either close by, nearby, something like that, right? So
Yeah.
he's at the diner, getting him, coffee, little egg, bacon, egg, and cheese, whatever he getting, right? And he look up. We see mamas. We see I don't know her name, but old buddy wife that just put a bullet in half for less. So that, that was my point. Like I was like, hold on, he shot a dude with a ring. He shot a dude with space powers. I know what he'll do to John.
And he black. And he black.
Man, what? They don't care about. And listen, one thing America has proven is they don't care about none of that other stuff. John Stewart is a war hero. He got medals.
That shit
He
don't
is a
matter.
yes sir. He salute. He do all those things. But the fact you knocking off this man's wife, and then you keep going around like, hey, look, brother, look, brother, they have done things for less.
Man, what? For real. That's crazy.
But I was like, hey man, like you gonna get a catch a bullet again. But that was just a whole bunch of unnecessary conversation to me.
Oh, agreed. Like that
Yeah,
didn't really
that
push
didn't that
anything
didn't
forward.
do anything.
Didn't do anything.
It's just plot. They just got to.
They needed like 5 extra minutes, so they was like, all right,
Yeah, yeah,
we'll
yeah. For
we'll make them meet.
right for a pretty short episode. I'll be honest on that too. The episode was kind of short, don't you think?
Uh,
It was like 50 minutes, like 51 minutes. The pilot
I
was like
guess
50,
episode.
57.
Hmm,
It did feel shorter, like
I
just a
guess
little.
I don't know. I guess I didn't realize it.
Yeah, it's just a little bit short, but
I
neither here nor there. So I think we get to
John get dropped off.
John getting dropped off at the hotel. He's like, Hal giving him shit about. He's like, hey man, your boyfriend girl just shot me. Like, your girlfriend's man just shot me. Well, he's like, good. He's like,
Right,
good.
looking at.
And then, and then he packed the suit anyway. He said, I ain't tell you to bring this suit. I didn't tell you to bring this.
Okay, John Stewart's loyalty to authority is kind of starting to piss me off. Like
Mm-hmm.
he said something about him bringing the suit because he thought Hal would respect it or some shit. I'm like, all right, bro. Like I get it. Like you was brought up in this military household and shit. That's cool. But like,
This is the thing, right? It has to be a stark difference between the two leads. Like you got one that is a stickler for the rules, and he
it's
is the rookie hotshot. That is crazy. Usually, it's the other way around. It's the old head that do all that do all the by the book and by no, I don't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? It's the flip flop. Like you know what I'm saying? They really got the flip flop going here.
like I get that. I do understand that. But it's too much now. Like next
Yeah.
episode, he got to start breaking some rules or something. Like you got to do something. I can't believe I'm saying that, but you got to do something. Slap somebody. I don't care. Like do
Hey
something.
man, listen man, this is how they wrote the character, bro. And this is the
Crazy.
thing, it's gonna be a slow burn of that, bro. It ain't gonna be no episode 3 for that.
That
It's
shit
gonna
gonna
be
be the
episode 6. Like
final episode. We gonna slap Sinestro. Like what? Like what?
he just start slapping people like sign this. The construct's gonna be crazy, brother.
Right. Cause even in that same scene, you can see how he had to suppress his anger and frustration after seeing what Hal did to the car. Like
Yeah.
all this alien blood, and he took the bumper out and all kind of shit. Like
Yeah. It's like he finally said, you know what, what's a manhunter? Like he's like, hey, where'd you hear that from? And
yeah,
then
and
now we get into everything he probably should have told Hal from the beginning.
yep.
But it was a great dialogue to kind of see where things were going. And then one thing, and I'm pretty sure you noticed it, when Hal was questioning him about the bird, he's like, what's the deal with the bird? What does that mean?
Mhm.
I know that's something we go out there probably address later because John looked kind of crushed when he had to get rid of that bird.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
He
And
he looked crushed.
you can tell that bird has some type of sentimental value, something maybe something with his dad back in the day or his
Yeah,
brothers, who knows. But
yeah,
that bird definitely has some type of significance that will be brought back up at some point.
yeah.
Yeah.
So John done had a long day. I'm finna go pack it in, big dog. I'm finna go lay down. Hal come back out suited and booted. He charged the ring real quick. He charged
He
it quick
did.
too. He's like, hey, all right, you know, he did the thing. You know the thing. The oath. He got that real quick.
Facts. Facts.
Put the suit on. Went in there and put the suit on. Got suited and booted. He's like, you know what? I got to step out real quick. So he flew up. Now does the Green Lantern, like the ship or the core or anything like that? Does it have like a name, like, or it's just a base?
Um, so they have a planet called Oa. So
Okay.
the Guardians, or on the planet Oa. I don't know if that's where Hal went. I don't know if that
Hmm.
galactic prison was on Oa or if it was somewhere else. I don't know. But we go to this space prison
Okay.
where he goes to meet Sinestro.
Okay.
Sinestro, he's there. You know, he locked him up so many years ago because of the coup. And Sinestro, like, no hi, no how are you, no nothing, just straight
Nah,
to
we ain't friends right now, bro.
it.
That's pretty much like we ain't cool right now, bro. That's how he played it. And then he was like, "Hey, the manhunt is the second greatest thing you got to deal with." I was like, "Well, what's one?"
Man,
I
what?
was like, "Tell me what one is." And then
That's
you
what I
start
was
asking
saying.
about John Stewart. I'm like, what? That episode over? Oh, that's crazy.
Crazy,
That's
crazy
crazy.
cliffhanger,
That was a
bro.
good cliffhanger though. That was a good way to end though, because
For
I was like, I was hooked in on the conversation. I ain't gonna hold you. Like I was
should have
like,
been
yeah.
like two. Should have been like two more scenes after that.
Like,
Like
I was like,
we need something
yeah,
else.
yeah. What's number one? Yeah.
Yeah,
We gonna figure that out, huh?
I
Next
know.
week. So that's how we ended the episode. You know, we got a good, view of Sinestro. We finally see him. We ain't waste no time getting to see something that's somebody that's known as a villain in Green Lantern lore. So I think that was dope. I think it was cool. You know what I'm saying? We ain't waste no time.
Yeah, yeah. I think this episode had pockets of. Well, I think this entire episode, the writing was good.
Hmm.
Uh, Selective pockets of action and good
Yeah,
acting.
yeah,
I just
yeah,
overall it was a good episode. I think it was
yeah,
a good episode. I do think in having this conversation, I agree with it being a significant tell off from episode one because again,
yeah,
you know, we had the action, we had
yeah,
that great scene of acting at the end, like we had all that, but
yeah,
this was just more plot driven to move the story
yeah,
forward.
yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, yeah, no, I agree. The plot had to be moved forward, but you have to take a step back in something to kind of achieve those options. So, yeah, we can't have 2, 3 episodes of this because it's go dip. We don't know where to dip. The roller
right.
coaster goes up. We just don't know when.
Come down. Facts. Facts.
So no, I think it was a good start with episode one, episode two. I think it was when I say significant drop off, people, or Johnny, I don't want y'all to think that I'm saying that it's bad. I
Oh, for
just
sure.
think that it just went to a different place where we got to level this off and start building the story a little bit more.
Yeah.
So, out of 10, what's your rating?
I give it a solid 7.5. Like
Hmm.
solid 7.5.
Yeah, I'm right at 7. I think
Okay.
7 kind of solves it. It was good, and maybe if I rewatch it or kind of watch it in conjunction with episode one, just kind of as a continuation, I'll probably appreciate it more. But this is an instant reaction, people.
Yeah.
Instant.
Oh yeah.
I ain't
Like
seen no I ain't seen
literally
no
just finished.
breakdowns. Like Charlie might
Yep.
make the people that kidnapped John make more sense. He gonna be like, well, this is really
Well,
like
this is really tied to Sector
yeah,
310. Like
it's gonna be something like that. So
I don't know
nah,
about none of that.
we ain't had no new rock stars, emergency awesome breakdowns yet. So instant reactions,
It's a
people.
pure reaction,
Yeah,
man.
pure
So yeah,
reaction, man. But let us know what you think about episode 2 of Lanterns. We'll be back next week. But before you get up out of here, make sure you comment, rate, and subscribe, please.
for
And
sure.
that's it.
Yep. We'll catch y'all for episode 3.
Episode 3.
We out.
Cheers.
Peace.